Hello, beloveds. This is my final gift to you all. I was inspired by Bill Johnson, who is a pastor for Bethel Church and Bethel Ministries, and he shared once that on his birthday he gives presents to his loved ones. And I'm sure, of course, they give him gifts, but that he just so enjoyed giving his loved ones gifts for his birthday. And I just felt so filled with joy to do that myself. So thank you for receiving them and having them. And this is the last one, and I pray that it would bring us into deeper communion with Dad, and that it would serve as remembrance for who we are and who Dad is and who we are together in union forever. So this is if I had to kind of put words to it, this offering is a guided inhabiting experience, a guided body temple inhabiting experience. So at this point, I will invite you to find a comfortable seat. And when I'm leading, I love to kind of sit up a little bit more, but when I'm receiving a guided experience, I like to be a little more reclined. So listen to your body, have as many pillows as you need to get an angle that feels so good to you. And once you arrive there, just allow yourself to close your eyes and notice the fact that you're breathing. And just let the breath come in and go out. And before we go any further, I'd like to read the scripture that Dad wants me to read for us here. It's from Ephesians 3, lines 17 to 19. So that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith, that you, being rooted and grounded in love, may have strength to comprehend with all the saints what is the breadth and length and height and depth, and to know the love of Christ that surpasses all knowledge, that you may be filled with all the fullness of God. So breathing and softening, widening, allowing for some moments here to be and notice. Notice sensation. And not as anything good or bad, but simply evidence of having a body. And with any sensation, whether it be pleasure or pain or warm or cold, tense or relaxed, simply allowing it to be here. Maybe even giving it to Dad. I'm experiencing pain here, Dad. I'm giving it to you. And from here, noticing our skin, the fact that we have skin, and allowing our skin to relax and spread and open into our clothes and into the surface beneath us and behind us. Allowing the skin to rest. Giving it permission to let go of any effort to hold our insides in. To simply trust that it does and it will. And then coming to notice the fact that we have muscles. To notice our muscles in our body. From the bands of muscle across our skull all the way down to the bands of muscle on our feet, allowing all the muscles in our body to relax and give into our skin. Relax into the skin. Giving the muscles permission to let go of any effort to hold on to our bones. And from there, allowing the bones to relax and rest into our muscles and our skin and into the surface beneath and behind us. Allowing the bones to let go of any effort to hold on to its marrow. Just to trust that it does and it will. And then coming to the organs in our body, remembering the organs in our body from our brain to our ovaries and womb, our digestive system, and allowing all of our organs to relax into our bones, our muscles, our skin. Trusting that our organs will do all the functions they need to in a state of rest, in a state of effortlessness and trust. And then coming to our blood, allowing our blood to relax into its vessels, into the organs, the bones, the muscles, the skin, allowing it to spread and rest and flow and be free to nourish. Taking a moment to know our bodies not just as separate systems, but as one ecosystem. Bathing in water. The water of all creation. The living water. And bringing our awareness to the inside of our skull, around our brain, gathering up any overthinking, any thoughts that aren't Dad's. Simply gathering all of them up as if we're gently scraping them off the top of the inside of our skull and the top of our brain, and allowing all of that to ooze and pour down the center of our skull, down our head, down the inside of our face, our throat, pouring down our chest, down our upper belly and our middle belly, pouring down from our heads all the way down past our low belly, all the way down to pour into our pelvic bowl, our pelvic ocean, and allowing that energy, that light that we have just transported from our mind down to our womb, to our pelvic ocean, allowing that energy to swirl and inhabit this new space, this different space, moving from the inside of your pubic bone to the inside of your right hip bone, around to the inside of your tailbone, and then to the inside of your left hip bone, and back around to the inside of your pubic bone, and around a few times the same way, allowing and noticing this light, this energy, this sensation to move in a circle, and inviting Archangel Michael to, with our Dad's authority, to remove anything in our pelvic ocean that needs cleaning, composting, renewal. And then coming to transition our focus to our ovaries and womb. Allowing ourselves to experience the darkness of this depth of ocean in our womb, and allowing our womb and ovaries to turn on like a light switch. Our womb a ruby red light, and our ovaries a sparkling white lights. And moving around this triangular shape of ovaries to womb, allowing ourselves to move from womb to right ovary to left ovary and back to womb and around womb to right ovary to left ovary, knowing that this is a sacred temple temple isn't even a holy enough word. This is a holy place, a holy space where Christ dwells. The creation that God chose, that Dad chose to be born through. And from this place, imagining as if our womb is growing roots down through our womb, past our cervix and through our tunnel, past our vulva, through the seat beneath us and the building beneath us and the foundation of the building, and down through the earth into the earth, allowing these roots to spread as wide as they grow deep, down through the layers of earth, of rock, of metal, to the very heat of the earth's core. Knowing that Dad made every single particle, and therefore we belong and we may dwell safely. And as these roots rest and spread, imagining that the crown of our head is blooming open like a beautiful white rose with glistening dewdrops on the petals. And Dad is pouring the liquid love light of his cosmos, of the stars, down from his cosmos, down through the top of our head, down past the white petals into our body, to not fill what is lacking, but to meet Himself within us to be together, to have oneness. And allowing the fascia, the crystalline structure and material and tissue around our hearts to relax and open to this light and to this environment, and to grow branches up through our hearts, up through our throat, up through this white rose towards Dad's cosmos. That because we are so rooted down into Dad's love that is the creation of earth, we can grow and spread equally high up into Dad's cosmos, equally safe, with Jesus at the center. May we remember. May we remember. We may remember. Staying here just a little bit longer. Knowing that our breath, with each breath, we are expanding. These roots and these branches at the same time as burrowing deeper into His love. Forever into eternity. And as you allow your breath to become a little bit deeper and a little bit wider, and as we slowly start to call ourselves back, I'm going to read the same scripture from the beginning of this experience, but a different translation. Then, by constantly using your faith, the life of Christ will be released deep inside you, and the resting place of His love will become the very source and root of your life. Then you will be empowered to discover what every Holy One experiences: the great magnitude of the astonishing love of Christ in all its dimensions. How deeply intimate and far-reaching is His love. How enduring and inclusive it is. Endless love beyond measurement that transcends our understanding. This extravagant love pours into you until you are filled to overflowing with the fullness of God. Taking a few more deep breaths. Being filled. As you start to wiggle your toes and tap your fingers, maybe gently moving your neck and head from side to side. And as you begin to flutter your eyes back open to the space, I pray that we remember how we're with Dad, that He is with us, and He will never, ever leave. Merry Christmas, my beloveds. Feel free to reach out if you want to share anything about your experience. Our Dad loves you so much. And I love you too. Bye for now.